Andrew, and this is Igor, and we facilitate these workshops, which is just occurred last week. So we facilitate the Harlequin experience. Okay, so the people on the line, the most important thing is why are we here and what's actually going on. First off, we just want to see how you're doing. We want to know if life is good or if life has been tough. We just want to touch base and see how you're doing. As you can tell, BreakThrough is not a motivational workshop. So we're not here just to motivate you. It's about making a difference in your life. And so we want to hear from you. The most important thing for guests who are on the line, we do play games and we go through process. So for everyone on the line, please be aware that confidentiality still exists. We're not talking about other people's experiences, and we're talking all the games and that sort of stuff are kept confidential. It's not a secret. It's just to preserve the process. And for the rest of us who are on the line, the way it works is every time you touch your microphone, or if you make a noise, if your microphone is not muted, you instantly become the point of focus. One at a time, someone's going to go first. I just want you to introduce yourself, tell us who you are, how you came to know about us, in others who introduced you, and then just tell us basically what led you to BreakThrough and what BreakThrough was like for you, what life was like before BreakThrough, and what is life like after BreakThrough, and if you've actually seen any changes. In other words, was this process even worthwhile going through? Did it make any difference to you? Could we have done it better, or did you enjoy yourself? Did you not enjoy yourself? And
I'm not sure if you should really ask that question. Like, it gives us a bad rep.
Yeah, it's not about, and that's the thing, is it's not only about enjoyment. The point is, did you derive the value that you're looking for? Did this actually make an impact in your life? Was this really a breakthrough, or was it just some sort of, could you have done it by watching a DVD, for an example, or could you have gotten the same value out of just reading a book? And just tell us what life is like, and if where you are right now and how you're going to use this. And of course, for any guests on the line, if you'd like to ask any questions, please ask questions. There are a lot of us, and there are a few that were through the process, so it might be quite long. If you want to take a break or grab anything, grab something to drink or grab something to eat. As you can tell, there are people on the call who are doing so. And and it's also, it's very much about being human. We're just sharing our human experience. It's nothing formal. And so it's just to remain conscious, and I want to know how you guys are doing. And if we have any questions for you, we're not yet to milk this process. We just want to literally touch base and see how you're doing.
And also, everybody, like if someone's sharing, you want to shoot a question, just use the raise hand function. It's cool to have people ask each other questions, especially for those who haven't been on the workshop. Don't ask us, because obviously we come with a particular bias. Ask the participants, ask the people that just went through the workshop about their experience. Ask them about any kind of questions that you have, anything that you'd like to know. And let's have a lot of fun. You wanted to add something?
No, for me, it's a case of whoever wants to go first, someone's got to go first. And if no one goes first in the next 3 seconds, we're just going to pick someone off the list, and we're basically going to say go. So who wants to go first? And whoever goes first, you get to choose the person who goes after you.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Lilly.
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you perfectly, absolutely clearly. You're looking good and sounding great. So off you go.
I'm looking absolutely crap, and I feel crap, not because of your course, but I went for a back procedure on Monday, so I've been heavily drugged since Monday, and I've been in bed since Monday. So I haven't had the opportunity to actually, get out there and do the stuff that I actually learned. But it also gave me a lot of time to think and to prepare myself, to see how I'm gonna put this stuff forward. I really enjoyed it. I think I made a bunch of good friends as well. It's just sad that not all of them could join us tonight. You can find 120 excuses not to join. But I mean, I actually forced myself to dial in this afternoon as well. So I don't know if I missed anything that I was supposed to answer.
No, you haven't missed a thing. We just want to know. I mean, look, we didn't actually know you're going in for a procedure this week. So wow, that's amazing. And as you say, it is quite a thing. You got to push yourself after being through a procedure and then be on a call. So first off, from us to you, thank you so much. And it was wonderful having you. And just a quick one, did going through
Yes.
BreakThrough actually, did it support you going through your procedure, or did it not support you, if I could put it like that?
Well, Andrew, I knew that I was going in for this procedure for like since January, so I really prepared myself for that. But I just think I was a bit calmer. I had a very, very, very bad fear of being alone my whole life, and going into hospital all by yourself, knowing this, okay, I've got my mom and my dad and my sisters and whatever, but there's not that someone special that you actually share your life with. For me, it was a big fear, but I think I actually handled it quite well.
That is absolutely spectacular. Well, one thing for sure, within a short space of time, I think you actually made a couple of friends last week within a very, very short space of time. So the idea of being lonely, and I'm very sure that there'd be a few on the group, at least a few, that if you did pick up the phone and said, look, I just need and I need a little bit of support, I'm very sure that you'd have quite a few people, or at least one or two, who'd definitely reach your hand out and come to you. So
no, definitely.
I think definitely things have changed, and likewise. Wow. Well, okay, wait. Joan raised his hand there, and then I'm going to say the way it's going to work, you raise your hand. So as soon as I let go of my mic, if you want to ask a question, the quickest way, as opposed to typing, just hit it, ask a question. Off you go, Joan.
Hello, Lily.
Hi, John.
So what would you say if you have to tell somebody else about this course? What would you say is like your takeaway from this course or this workshop?
Look, I think I really learned a lot. Some of the stuff, we know, but we also don't know, or maybe we know and we don't practice it. So I think that really stuck to me.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Thanks, John.
And were you scared of, or like you go into this thing, you don't really know what it's about? How was your feeling before and after? How can you describe that?
So I was a bit. I'm a very religious person. So for me, it was a thing of how do I put all of this stuff that's been told to me back. Where do I find it in the Bible? What's this verse? What's that verse? After everything, I actually realized that you actually limit yourself. I mean, what is that? That's just trusting other people. So trust for me is also a big thing. I don't trust easily. So yeah.
I'll chime in for a second. Did we damage you at all? Did we hurt you?
No, you didn't. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, we didn't hurt you, or we didn't damage you, or both?
You didn't damage or hurt me. Not one.
Perfect. Any other questions?
Lily, remember on the day of the course, the morning, you asked me, like, is BreakThrough, like, would you benefited? Like, is it really so amazing? Like, now we are now in life, and we were on last week, Wednesday morning, when I chatted to you. Like, what would you say is the difference?
I was a bit skeptical. Zani even phoned me and I asked her, is this like a pyramid scheme? What the hell is going on here? Like Reinhard, is it going to be worth it? I mean, I don't really know, Reinhard. I also met you once or twice. And I would really, really, really recommend this to anyone. I mean, there's always space to grow. There's always space to better yourself. And I think just the way this whole course has been put together, doing the physical things, I think I really, really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it to anyone.
That is fantastic. Lily, thank you very much. I agree. I mean, that's one of the things that, I think a lot of places, or just life in general, it does. It makes us super skeptical, and we want to know what's the person's intentions or their drives. And as you say, is this a pyramid scheme? I mean, I think that's probably the best compliment that we've had, because we've been called much worse things than that. and we're not any of those things. We're not a pyramid scheme. We don't sell you anything. We're not selling you soap or anything like that. Well, you know, if people say, do we brainwash you? Well, only if your brain needs a cleaning, you know, we can wash it out a bit. But I mean, did it actually affect your religion at all? I mean, did we take your religion away?
Not at all. Not at all. No. I
Not at
think for me, most of the stuff I could bring back to what I really believe in.
And I think that's actually super important, because that's one of the things. We face these fears up front. We get a little stressed out, and we worry. I mean, yeah, and not only that, we think that maybe someone's going to say something that's super offensive or go against the belief. And you know, well, I'll talk about our opinion, but I'd say we make sure that we don't do those kinds of things, because it's not okay. Oftentimes when we say to people that we actually, if I want to call it religious neutral, they're not even sure what that even means. So yeah, so thank you so much.
Thank you for you guys. Really appreciate it.
We look
Thanks,
forward,
John.
and
John.
also speedy recovery. Yes, Jean, thank you so much. Jean brings us some amazing and beautiful people. So Lily, you were first. Off you go. You get to choose who's next.
Judy.
There we go. We can hear you.
Yay.
You're on. You're looking warm and cozied up there.
I feel very warm and cozy. So before breakthrough, I was getting angry for this. Now I realize, for the most simple stuff, like for no reason at all, I would get angry and it will mess my whole day. So after this whole week, I was so relaxed that people asked me, did you drink any chill pills? And I said, no, I'm just at a very, very good space. And it felt so good. I felt so relaxed, and I was keep smiling the whole day. So with each and every person I talk to, they ask me, are you okay? Then I said, yes, I'm just super, super happy. So for me, this course was absolutely, I loved every little bit of it, and it changed my life.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Did you actually want to come? I mean, we did meet previously, and most people, I'm not sure about, not many people are sure of actually joining. So did you really want to come in the beginning?
At first, no. I thought I got everything together and I don't need this. But after the course, I realized everyone needs this.
It's a true story. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions? Anything from anyone?
No.
I wasn't asking you. I was wanting to see if
Sorry,
other people
so
had
I
questions for
realized
you.
that after I answered.
No, that's one of the things. I mean, obviously these Zoom calls, they are different. I mean, the beauty about it is we can log in and we don't have to worry about the driving. But they are a bit janky, and of course we do miss the personal feel. I mean, we only get to see the person through the screen. So it is very different. But at least I'd rather have this than not have this at all, because we can at least see people. And I know that there are some people that aren't making it and they're not available. But we will make contact with them anyway. So awesome. Yeah. Have you noticed a difference around your family? Because I know some of your family and people that are close to you have done this work before.
Actually, I wasn't with my family this week. I'm still at Jan Jan's house. So this weekend I'm going home. Then I'll see how everything went. But the relationship between me and my mother is definitely better.
That is absolutely spectacular. Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing how you can actually start to really heal relationships in a very short space of time.
Yes.
But once again, as we say, we always think we got our stuff together, and we don't need this. We're all good.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is support is sometimes a good kick up the bum, or going to a place that we don't want to go to. Yeah, support comes in a very, very, very weird way. Sometimes we don't want to go to places or do things. But here's the thing. We didn't hold you in prison or anything like that. So if you really did want to leave, you could have left for sure. Did you want to leave?
No, not at all.
I was going to say, sometimes people say the nicest things. I see there's a couple of hands up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop waffling. Chantel or Nico's hand was up first. And then there is Reynard's hand. So whoever wants to go first, unmute your mic and hit it.
How's it, Judy? Nick here. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys all had a wonderful day. So Judy, obviously without sort of giving away too much, what was that moment for you where you kind of went like, oh my word, oh my freaking word, that is insane. I just absolutely love that. I love that, that moment of sort of clarity where you kind of went like, I connect with that in a massive way without giving up, without giving too much away in terms of what actually happened.
Sure, you give me a really difficult question here. So I think I'm going to use the experience I had Monday, actually. So with the designs I have to do for work, my computer, after I did like half of the design, my computer will hang and then kick everything I designed out for no reason. And then I would get so angry that I want to break my computer, or I just want to cry. And on Monday, it did the same. So the whole design was like 98% complete, and it threw everything out again. So I stood back and I said, okay, before I get angry, before I do anything stupid, let me calm down, make me a cup of tea. So I made that. When I came back, I said, okay, I can't do anything. I'll have to start again. And that, it was like, oh my gosh, this whole time I got so angry for no reason. That is just a simple example, but at my whole workplace, it was like that. For the simplest things, I would get angry, and just to stay back and realize actually what's going on, and you can't change a thing. So that was, for me, it was like, yeah, that's why I said I always keep smiling. There's nothing I can do about that. So I always keep smiling. And this whole week I was just so happy, and it's great. I'm so excited.
Happiness, man. It's it's when we notice those subtle changes. And I mean, we still get angry though. We can still get angry. But that's fantastic. And that's the thing, is if you suddenly notice those changes, because we didn't tell you how to behave or to behave like that, it just becomes a natural thing. That's fantastic. Raina, did you take your hand down, or do you still want to ask a question?
How has this course affected you at work? Like your thinking and space that you are at work and everything. That's what I actually wanted to ask.
Yeah, so I think I actually answered that, but seeing everything in a different way, doing everything different. Like I said, I just want to stand there and scream and shout, and it's so exciting, and you feel different, and you can't explain that. You just want to smile the whole day. And it felt so weird, but so good.
So let me ask you this, Judy, like what the hell is up with that? Why are you so happy?
Yeah, stop being happy.
Like what?
Why must I not be happy?
Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So who's next?
I think Leon.
But yes, you did right. Why shouldn't you be happy? That is the craziest question.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Pleasure.
you. Is Leon in the house? Where's Leon?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good to see you guys again. Yeah, so how I actually got to the course was through Natalie and Andre. We're very good friends with them. And then they highly recommended this. Myself and Mandy have done sort of similar courses before. We've chatted to you guys about it. And, why I actually wanted to come on, I felt a bit stuck in my life. I was running that sort of recovery center, and I was sort of doing it on a part-time basis, and I was sort of just stuck in that sort of whole sort of mindset of like, you are this, you are that, and so, what this course done for me. So we gave up the rehab as I explained to you guys about a month ago. So what BreakThrough done for me was it really, really took the doubts away, and it gave me certainty and clarity and belief in myself of who Leon is, and it's just given me my strength back again. And, this week I've had a little bit of the flu, but not hectic flu, but so, I love going to gym. I love training. I haven't been able to do that, which has been fine, but I've just been like getting to things, there's no like procrastination, and, I just feel like I'm empowered. And I think that was holding me back for so long, is like, it was almost like I was resenting what I was doing because somehow I was held back and I didn't know what was holding me back. And now I just feel like so free, honestly. I can't explain. And I've got my power back, And just, yeah, I just learned so much as well. You know, myself and Mans are getting on well, the family's getting on well. And, you know, people ask me questions of how was your course? I said, no, you have to do it, you know, so not to divulge too much in it. And, you know, just that's like, you know, to understand before I be understood, you know, that's been a huge one for me because I was always trying to get my points across. And so that's also helped a lot with my patience and anxiety. And my new, like, just hard is easy, you know, just simple things like that have just changed my whole life. It's actually such a simple thing, you know.
Wow.
And yeah, so I feel great. I'm looking forward to Chalice, and yeah, it's just amazing, you know. Yeah, sorry, I'm also quite reserved, you know, and I'll sort of hold back quite a bit. And like I had customers in, so I jump off, I'll go and see them, almost like send somebody to go and see them, whatever the door, whatever. So that's also sort of helped me, you know, not sort of just to be out there a bit more and just to get going again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all that more as well. But it really, as you can hear, it benefits me in a lot of ways. Thank you.
Not only here, I can see. I mean, geez, like, dude,
Yeah.
your face, you're smiling, you're literally glowing. When you say that you're reserved, I guarantee if there was a stranger busy looking at the screen now, they would not believe you. So it just looks like you got so much. That's impressive.
Sure.
That's super impressive. I do see there's a hand up from Natalie there. So
Yeah.
Natalie, go.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Leon, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say how amazing it was to see just your, you know, and to just be a part of that. It was just so special to be there as your friend. And just to hear what you're saying now is just amazing. I'm so proud of you, and I just can't wait to see where you go with this. So don't stop believing.
Yeah. Thanks, Nats. Love you lots, man. Thank you. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of love going on there, and it actually goes even from us. We're just getting so yeah, there you go. Dude, you're looking, I gotta tell you, I mean, this isn't just for me, you're looking amazing. Even if you say
Thank
that you know, you're suffering from the bit of the flu, as long as you don't have the vid, that's
Yes.
okay. You know? And then I did see Devolt's hand. Devolt, are you there? You also had your hand up, and then Andre's also got his hand up. See, lots of, they all want to interact with you. So Devolt,
Yeah,
is
sure.
there?
There we go.
There we go. There you go.
Awesomeness. Sorry, no, I raised my hand by accident, but all of you looks great, and glad that everybody is happy and living the life that they want.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, thanks, bud. Then Andre, hit it, bud.
Leon,
Buddy.
my friend of many years. I just have to say, I mean, wow, like what a mirror for me. One of my best Chinas, just go through that experience and be in the room with you. It was like just so powerful for me. And I tend to agree with what Andrew's saying. I mean, looking at you now, and you saying you've always felt reserved and a quiet guy kind of thing. I mean, come on. It's like,
Sure.
You're like a center stage dude now, you know?
I take my shirt off.
Yeah, take your shirt off. Eh? Why not? We can all take our shirt off.
You're just meeting with my shirt off.
It's not a bad one, Andrew. We should do that. A shirtless Zoom call one of these days.
Yeah, but all you buff guys want to keep doing that. It's like aren't in shape where you don't want to take our shirts off.
So Leon, I mean, I just have to ask. I know it's very soon after the course, and probably everything hasn't landed for you yet, but I just want to say that affirmation made, you know, this week, accepting, you know, that you're not that kind of person anymore. I mean, that was very powerful. So congratulations. I mean, that was like really, really, really a poignant moment in your journey. And I'm so happy that Natalie, Nadine, and myself could be there to share that with you. So, yeah,
Sure.
keep pushing. You got this.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much.
And that's all
Cool.
I have to say. And I love you all.
It was lovely doing it with you. When I first came in, I felt a bit like reluctant. I think, oh, geez, I got in, I saw you, I saw Nadine, I saw Natalie. I said to Mandy, I said, geez, so are we sure we're going to be able to do this, She's, no, just chill. And then I find out, like, basically going through it, it was perfectly safe. And, it also makes me also feel safe just to speak to people about what I'm going through, because that was a huge thing for me, was just to hold back, and that was part of basically not getting the support, was holding back. So just to have trust in other people, which I battled in, that really helped with my trust issue. Even though I love you, Nadine's and Nat's are flipping my best friends, but still, there were certain things I wouldn't sort of speak about, and I just felt so open. So the trust, it just helped me so much with my trust,
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing about this process, right? I mean, we are intimate in your intimate circle, so we pretty much know, everything about your history and Amanda's history,
sure.
We all in each other's lives. But I think when you're in a space like that, and you can just acquire that kind of overwhelming support,
Exactly.
Imagine we could create that one human at a time.
100%. And that's what is a huge thing, was the support, which was amazing. You guys are incredible. Thank you.
So we love you. Big love.
Love you too, bro.
We love all of you.
It sounds really almost cliched, but exactly that. When there's judgment out in the world, and when we feel like that, we recede, and it just takes a little bit of openness and a bit of acceptance, and suddenly the entire world opens up, and all it actually is we just become more of ourselves, and no one dies, and in fact we actually feel better. So it is one of our questions and even a question I asked to pretty much everyone. What's up with the judgment? We need to stop this thing. We need to take a look at our results. Absolutely. But I mean, come on, man. Why can't the person just simply set themselves free? And there's lots of people on the call. And from me to all of you, you become, when we let our own light shine, we become the role models for those people. So yeah, it just shows that there is a completely different way. We do not have to be beat with a stick just so that we can get results. I mean, Leon, I look forward to absolutely seeing you again. So Leon, you get to choose the next person. Who goes next?
There for my buddy, Nick.
How's it, Andrew? How's it, Igor? How's it, Leon? Leon, I just wanted to echo everybody, man. Brother, you're looking absolutely freaking fantastic. I'm telling you, you're shining, bro. You're glowing. It's just so lovely to see. So, Andrew and Igor, I think taking the time out just to do something like this post-course is very special. So thanks very much, man. When I look at the faces of the people that I'm seeing on the other side of the screen, I'd love to be seeing them face to face, because I really just enjoyed the engagement. But when I look at the faces and the smiles and the energy and what's actually happening out there, it's just so rewarding, full stop. But I think my journey was, how did I hear about this, Jean? I phoned Jean actually on Tuesday night to tell him about another course that I thought some of his people at work needed to go to. And then he said, oh, I thought you were phoning me about something else. And then I said, what? And then he said, oh, no, there's this thing called BreakThrough. And I kind of went like, oh, no, that's nice. And then it was like, but like, really, I think that maybe like there's something here for you. And I was like, no. Let me quickly go and chat with my wife about it. And I came through the room and I said to Shani, there's this course, do you want to go on it? And she was like, must I go alone? I'm like, no, I'll go with you. Like, we'll go together. We'll go together. And then it was just that moment where we kind of just went, yes, let's go. And it was almost like, listen, you got to listen to your universe sometimes. And you got to kind of go, oh yeah, your universe. And this was most wonderful time of my life. I can tell you that. I used to run courses like this for like 15 years of my life, but there are moments in this time where, and if you haven't been on Breakthrough, go on Breakthrough. That's all I'm saying, because you will understand what you need to understand, and you'll walk away free, and you'll walk away understanding who you are, like really who you are, not who you could be, who you are. And I think that was what really just stood out for me. I mean, there were moments where I just couldn't even, I can't explain what actually happens through the process, because it's like an inside job. Do you know what I mean? It's like truly an inside job. And I thought I knew. And like when you think you know and you don't know, then you're in danger, man. And that's something that like I kind of really got. You know, you're in big trouble if you think you know everything. And I said something, you know, how many hairs are on the back of a yak in the East Siberian Zoo? Because if you don't know the answer to that question, then what do you know? You know, so like, what do you know? And I think that the more I learn, the less, the more I realize I don't know. And I can't wait for the rest of the journey. I think the rest of the journey, I mean, I'm going the whole way. You know, there was an invitation. That's one thing I can tell you about Andrew and about Eagle. You know, there's an invitation and to go all the way. How far do you want to go? You know, do you want to go 50%, 100%? It's up to you. You decide. But I want to go 100% of the way, man. And I want to be a part of supporting and being a friend. You know, being Andrew's friend. I think that's very important to me. But I want to be Andrew's friend. I don't expect Andrew to be mine. I want to be his friend because of the work that he does, and because he transforms the lives of so many people. And I want to be a part of that, because like Sean wants to be a part of that, you know, and like all of you want to be a part of that. And so, yeah, I really think it was just a very special, amazing, beautiful time. And I cherish it. I must tell you, I truly cherish the time, and I hold on to the time like the gift that it was, because it was a gift. It was a beautiful, 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 beautiful gift. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. And thank you for being prepared to take a risk, Andrew, in every single session that you take, because that's the one thing that I got out of it. You know, being responsible is about taking that risk in life. And so like the little moments, you know, little lessons that you learned specifically, there was one of them, was like just that moment where you kind of go like, flip, am I prepared to take that risk in life? Because before I came on the course, I didn't believe that I was worth it. I'm freaking amazing, but I didn't think I was worth it. But through that time, I just realized how worth it I am. I've been listening to a lot of music lately, if you know what I mean. And there's one specific song that I've been listening to quite a lot. And it just speaks to my heart, you know. It means like so much to me, you know.
Not only have you been listening to songs, you've also been writing songs and singing them.
Yeah. So today I wrote an exam, and before the exam, you know, I must be honest, I used to struggle with exams like massively, and especially in this specific area. It was always something that was like my jinx, you know. And before I went actually went and I listened to a song. I don't know if you know what I mean, but a specific song, and it just kind of, man, it just like it just took me to that place where I just realized, and you realize it every single day, and you've got an opportunity every day to become better and become a better version of you know, you decide how far you want to go. And I think that's the whole thing about this. You decide how far you want to go. Yeah, and it was a great day. Every day is a great day, but the last few days have just been, it's almost like, and yeah, I can speak for long, guys, because of all of the amazing lessons that I learned through this process. But I'm very thankful to everybody for just being a part of that, and for sharing that with me, and for, you know, really supporting me through that process. It was beautiful and amazing and awesome. So thank you.
It was most certainly our pleasure. I think one of the best gifts that we actually have, we said many times, is when someone takes the work or takes the experience and just puts it into their life and see what a difference they can actually make. You know, one starfish at a time. So
yeah,
it's really our privilege. And yeah, if the hand of friendship is reached out, it'll definitely always reach back. So yeah, we are very snip with our friendship, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
And in a way, we got a pretty high criteria for friends.
Yeah.
You got to go through process first.
No, agreed. Hey, you're my friend, you know. Yeah. No. It's about being a friend. I believe that, you know, I have very few friends in my life, and I kind of always been somebody that holds my heart close, you know. But I can truly say that there's qualities in the people that I met over the last few days that I look up to, and I go, wow, that's really amazing. It's very attractive, you know. And there was no judgment within that process, and I think those are the things that stood out. So just a quick example of something that happened. I took one of the processes that we did. I think it took all of about 10 minutes to actually go through the exercise that we did. And I was able to take that process last night with a couple of friends of mine that I kind of didn't connect with them in the right way with the full truth. And it wasn't that I was lying. It was just that I didn't connect with them with the full truth. And I realized that after the program, and I kind of went like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do about this? And last night I actually spoke to 5 of these people. There's still quite a few that I need to connect with, and a lot of work that I've got to do on myself. But there were like 4 guys and 1 girl, and the one girl, I mean, we ended up bawling our eyes out together, and 2 of the guys and I ended up crying on the phone together because it was so powerful. So in other words, not only have I been affected incredibly by it, but by simply applying and sort of living what it is that we're taught, imagine the difference that we can make in this world. And that's like 5 people. So, yeah, so I just want to encourage you, you know, don't be a white ape. Don't get out there and like do crazy stuff. Don't chase everybody to the other side of the world, but just be the best version of you that you can be. And you know, as we all know, learning is about doing. Go and do it. So thanks, guys.
So how are you all so nice to see everyone? Wow, it's great. Always good. Love it. Hi, guys. Nico, I've got a question for you. Well, firstly, I just want to say, oh my word, you were absolutely amazing. What a rock star. I loved you, your energy, everything. You were just so awesome. And just the result, how you are now, I actually don't think I would have expected anything less. You are just, wow, you're doing absolutely amazing, which is so, so awesome. But my question to you is, so one thing I got out of the breakthrough process especially was the communication with my husband. And I wanted to know how that has affected you and Shani. I mean, Shani, I know you also did it, but how's your communication been since you've actually done breakthrough? And please, you're an amazing couple, but has it improved your communication? I just love my husband now, so I don't know what has changed for you. Not that I never loved him, but I love him even more.
Chicks in the post, but chicks in the post.
Nadine, thanks very much, man. Yeah, you know, I must say thank you very much for everything you did, you know, through the process. I really do appreciate it. So Shani and I have been married for 18 years, and we are in love with each other. You know, we both choose to be in this relationship, and that's something that we've always chosen. I've never felt like I had to be here. I've always felt like I want to be here, you know. So Shani, so that was very you know, we went because I think that it wasn't that we needed anything. I think we wanted something. We wanted something more, and it wasn't that we weren't intimate, because that's very important. You know, intimacy in a relationship is not about getting into bed. It's about being intimate. It's about living intimately. And I think through the process that we went through, you know, the different exercises that we did, we were able to actually come home and sit opposite each other, if you know what I mean. And truly look into each other's eyes, you know, which is something that we haven't done for many years. And I mean, we look at each other and we kind of smile at each other and love each other, but we haven't like, you know, for many years we never actually like sat across from each other and truly just looked into each other's eyes and spent time every day like having that 10-minute conversation about, you know, what works or what doesn't work, or, you know, what we worried about, if you know what I mean. And I think that through that it's just become even more insanely intimate. You know, I did chat with Andrew and I said, you know, intimacy is very important to me, and there's a lesson for us all to learn in terms of intimacy versus, and it's not just about physical, it's about intimacy, the intimacy with everything, you know, intimacy with money, intimacy with ourselves, intimacy with people around us, intimacy with our loved one, intimacy with our children. Like my son and I are like closer than we've been for many years because of this, and that's special for me, you know. So for me there's breakthrough in that, you know. And I think that, so in all areas of my life I'm just realizing there's so much intimacy that we can develop. But yeah, with Shani, you know, as I said, you know, yeah, she is, I mean, you know, she's she's just amazing, and I love it to bits. And I think that was really something that stood out for me, just that intimacy, you know, beautiful. So yeah, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're kind of going like, oh man, geez, I don't know if this is for me, I'm so afraid. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being more intimate? Are you afraid of the truth? Are you afraid of the potential that's there? You know, go and live the potential that you can have and live. Go to breakthrough and do it as a couple. Initially, you know, when a lot of people, I thought about it, a lot of people might go, oh my goodness, I'm not sure whether or not this is actually going to be good for us, or is it going to make us fight more, or is it going to, no, it's going to just create intimacy. But it's up to you to decide. It really is up to you to decide. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Go on this thing and experience it. If you're listening tonight and you haven't heard about what this is about, just get on, just go. Bless yourself, go and enjoy that moment and just enjoy every single part of it, because it's beautiful. Super.
That's amazing. My husband's doing it at the end of next month, so I'm very excited. Very excited.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, he's gonna love every moment. Beautiful, excellent.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Nico. That's awesome.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Nico, I mean, I don't even know where to start with the feedback for you, my button China. I mean, it was just, I guess the first thing I have to say is like, you and Shani were such a mirror for a relationship that I have with Natalie, right? I mean, we 20 years of marriage this year, also still enjoying each other for most part, you know. And I completely agree with you. You know, it's really interesting keeping it alive. And I was telling some guys at breakfast this morning, you know, one of the questions was, well, you know, how do you kind of keep rekindling it, or how do you make conversation and keep it fresh, you know, just in the day-to-day logistics? And I said, well, one of the things I do is just say, remember that moment when, or remember when that happened, or when remember that happened. And it's kind of like sparks that, you know, ignites that memory or evokes that emotion for that particular event. So, I mean, I saw like a lot of that in you and Shani, which is fantastic. I mean, it's great to see there's still a bunch of us carrying on, you know, the decades of relationship or marriage or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, just it's fantastic to see. The second thing, obviously, is I realized for the first time the weight of giants in a room, how much that really was, you know, with you and Leon and Philip. I mean, you guys are like big guys, you know, and it was just like the love that just comes out of giants is like insane.
Wow, bro, that's beautiful. Yeah.
So big respect for that. And, you know, I'm looking to all the giants here and all of you, you know, that just completed this breakthrough, are all giants in your own right. So just to keep carrying that torch, man, one human at a time. And the last thing I just want to ask is, like, I mean, you're involved in this kind of work, right? You're involved in energy work and, you know, healing and that kind of thing. So, like, if you had to take your experience and put it in a little bottle, like what would the label say? Like, what would you like market?
Choose now.
What's that?
Choose now.
Choose now.
Choose now.
Awesome.
Yeah, choose
Awesome.
now. Because if you can do those two, if you can choose, so choose, like decide that you want, you know, and it's so interesting because I love the fact that you picked up on the fact that you know, that healing is definitely something that is there in my life. You know, I just realized I realized that many years ago. I thought it was something else, but somebody like very bluntly pulled me aside and said, "Stop nonsense. You know, this is where you are." And I went like, "Oh my word!" And I realized it, and I saw it. But yeah, choose. So choose. You choose and choose now, because through that and now, like no, now, like now, just choose now. Just if you can choose now, and then there's healing there. And if we can unpack that, I could do a whole day on that. But you know, just choose now. You know, be kind. Be kind. Be kind. Choose now. You know, you decide who you're going to be right now. You're a beautiful, amazing human being. Decide and choose now, and then go and act and live beautifully.
Yeah, incredible. No, I mean,
And thank you for your energy and for your love and for the way that you supported us. You know, absolutely, brother.
It's so much fun for us, you know, to be part of this whole thing, you know, and yeah, just one human at a time.
Exactly. Yeah,
For sure. We got this.
Look forward to seeing you. Look so forward to seeing you in the flesh again soon.
Definitely, man. Big hugs. Yep. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm keeping quiet. Thanks. I'm keeping quiet.
Sure. Awesome. No, loving the interaction. Cool. Reynard, you're up.
How's it, Nico? So
hey,
my question. So nice seeing your face, actually.
Hey, nice seeing you, brother.
Like, you said you've done so many workshops, so many courses of like life courses, life coaching, and all of that. Like, and this course that you did now. Give me the experience you got from this course.
No, thanks so much.
My money and have the experience. Yeah. What did you choose?
Yeah, you see, value is not the cost of something. Value is the cost of not having something. So no amount of money could ever take away what I experienced. It's like, I remember there was a story about this one speaker who stood up on stage and he was sharing with a huge crowd of people. And when he got to the end of his presentation, this guy came up to him and said, "Hey man, I'd love to do what you do. You know, I could do what you do. You know, I could do what you do. You know, you go around the world and you do all these presentations and you speak with people and you interact and you make money doing it." And the guy looked at him and said, "Yeah, sure. I'm sure you could do what I do. But would you do what I did to do what I do?"
That is an absolute true story.
And Andrew, thank you for going through 21 years to be able to do what you do, and for enabling us to be able to get out there and do what we do. So, and yeah, I could never replace what it is that I've experienced over the last few days. So thanks.
Once again, thank you to you.
Sure.
Hey,
see how brave you guys made him.
What, that he can talk to you? That's very brave.
Shawnee hits me with sticks.
Hello, everybody. You know, last week, Tuesday, we were given an invitation to come on this course that I sort of weighed very brashly, because I went like, oh, I'm so busy with so much stuff. Have I got time? And I still said, is it on Zoom? Do I have to go? Oh, we've got to be there in person. What time does it start? What? After dark? You're shitting me. What time does it finish? What? Midnight? Who would do that to themselves? And for how many days? Holy cannoli. 3 days and a whole Saturday. I was like, you're telling me in 10 minutes I've got to adjust my whole world to get out to something that I've probably seen 100 times before. And in that moment, just something, and I'm so thankful that something nudged my heart. And in that moment, I just said, okay, what the hell? Let's just do this thing. And I walked into that room fully committed, because when I do something, I do it. I don't, if I say I'm going to be there, then I go with all of me. And I'm even more thankful that I went with that attitude, because Andrew, you had me from the minute that you said, does anybody have any questions? It was like, that was it. I was in, whatever's going down here is, and I watched Igor for like the first, I don't know, couple of hours. He just sat there, he like sucked his thumb, he moved around a bit. And I kept thinking, what's this youngster? You know, why does he just have to sit in the front? Is he just a distraction? What's going on? And I didn't really look much at what else was happening in the room. And in that moment, I really believed that I had the most incredible marriage. I've got the most fantastic kids. I love myself with all of my heart. And although I know I've got issues and I am my own champion. I've got the pom-poms for myself, and it's always shiny go. And just everything that you put down on paper started to make sense. Although it was mumble jumble and there was no compartments, but my brain just started packing it out for me. And nothing made sense. And I'm a list person. I'm the sort of person that I have got a list in every room. I don't go shopping without a list. And that goal has to be achieved and things have to be ticked off. Otherwise, nobody in this house gets into bed. And I got back from this course, and for 3 days, I've walked aimlessly around my house with everybody looking at me going, Mom, are you okay? What's going on? Because I don't have a list. It feels like I've achieved what I needed to achieve, and the most incredible things have happened. I have calmed down, Nick has calmed down, and suddenly my kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing without me telling them. It's like my daughter walks up and down, she looks like this law and order person. And my son is so intuitive. He's like coming in and he's telling us what color he thinks the house should be. And I'm sitting giggling with Nick going, where did these 2 kids come from? It looks like they've all just fallen into some sort of on the right track. And I'm going,
what magic and trickery is this?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. It's like I found my center and I'm sitting the right way up, which compared to what I looked like last week, it looks like I'm upside down with my head in the water. But I'm calm, and it's just, and the intuitiveness. Like I walk down the passage and things will come out my mouth and my daughter's eyes will get huge. And she'll look at me and she'll go, thanks, Mom, I needed to know that today. And off she goes. And I'm going, okay, whatever. And it's like that thing that broke was hindering me so much, and I didn't even know it. And I live in personal development workshops. And so, yeah, I can only say, I can't wait to see where I'm going to be in 10 years' time. I really believe it was a total change of direction.
We look forward to seeing your progress, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's very interesting when we hear that often. Someone lives in personal development or they read lots of books. And of course, I mean, it's always nice for us to hear that we are doing such a spectacular and amazing job. But for the most part, someone listening to this, they say, you just paid them. They're planted.
Yeah.
No, they do.
Sponsored content. What do you call it?
Well, it's just like we paid an actor or someone or an actress to say those nice words. And as I say, it is wonderful to hear it. But is it really so? I mean, to the point is, or if you could put it like this, what was the difference really? I mean, I do get what you mean. And that's why for us, this isn't necessarily it's not just self-development. It's not just self-help. This is more like self-mastery. It's about going through just a slow and gentle and extremely firm process to get to know yourself better and to, engage more tools, and the tools will be built on top of each other. But what actually, I'm also, again, I'm curious, what actually made a difference? What's different?
If I look into my heart of hearts, I thought that my issue was trusting people. And I think something got unpacked for me, because somewhere along the way in the middle of the course, I stopped and thought, really, you got a problem trusting people, but most people will sleep with one another without even knowing if they've slept with anybody else in the last 24 hours. And I went, really? And I just questioned all the little things that I question all the time. And I actually went, where did that come from? And in a split second, I went, do I want it or don't I? And I made the decision. And that's really just what it's been. And I've gotten to a place where, hey, I can actually trust me. I know the outcome of me. And I think that has made all the difference. And because I now trust me, I don't have to go and beat everybody else, and I can stop beating myself. It's sort of like, this is going to happen. Just go with it.
That is fantastic news. And once again, I mean, if this, all it takes is actually taking this back into your life. And I actually share this with assistants in the background, and I'll share it now. There are very few people that can say that they actually made a difference in someone's life, tangibly. And to hear that, you take this back, anyone who takes it back into a relationship, not even just their relationship, just taking the stuff back into the relationship. And if it makes even just a 5% or a 3% difference, some people say it's made 100% difference, but even just a tiny difference, because that tiny difference could make all the difference. So just listening to your story, and I mean, as I shared with you before you've been in the room, I find you spectacular, and I look forward to having you on our podcast. You're coming to a podcast with me.
You just let me know when.
No, it's definitely going to happen. And for the rest of you who are on the call, if you guys want in, just let Zanya know, and we'll schedule a time, because we want to hear from you. We want to hear what's going on, and also we've all got something to contribute, and we'd love to promote each other. And just, it's important to keep, the tribe that works and a tribe that works together. It's wonderful to actually just put it out there and let everyone know that there are still good people in the world. Listening to the other stories of other participants, other people, and other parts of our tribe. There are other places which the trust out there isn't big, and we struggle. But that doesn't mean that it's gone, and that doesn't mean that we don't need to trust. We do take risks. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you again very soon. And yeah, I think it's, we're going to talk about lists and all kinds of stuff, running around the house and trying to get our heads right and making sure everyone's on track. So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful talent. So excellent. Chantel, thank you so much. Anything else?
I can honestly say, it's just, I've loved the process. I am loving the process. There's times during the day at the moment that I actually want to just phone Andrew and say, listen, how do you turn this thing off? Because part of it has become like into my psyche. I'm finding I'm getting 2 to 3 hours sleep, and then I'm waking up, and then I'm having a clean the air session with myself. And I'm remembering the questions that you've asked, and I'm working through them. And then I'm sitting up going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm learning a whole new nugget. And then poor Nick, because I can't wait for him to wake up so that I can share this thing.
Less sleep is happening in the house.
Less sleep is happening in the house. But it's incredible. Highly recommendable. Yeah. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Just do it. Well, that's one of the things. You guys also, you just did it. Didn't think about it. Just do it. That's a massive, it's a massive leap of trust. So thank you. And here's the thing. I mean, and I know I experienced it. And the weirdest thing is when Nick said that over the 21 years of actual physical engagement, because have we all been doing personal development? We all do personal development our entire lives. So when people ask, how long have you been doing it? pretty much as long as you've been alive. And when you get into that space where you're passionate about your life, you're passionate about things, you're interested in people, you'll find that you don't need as much sleep. Every now and again, yes, you need to top the tank up and you need to take care of yourself, but you're much more engaged in life, and we have a vitality that almost comes out of nowhere. So yeah, I know we definitely feel it, and there are times afterwards we do all need to catch up on our sleep. But thank you for that. Thank you very much. I did see Amanda, and it looked like they had a load shedding thing. So I don't know.
No. Hi, everyone. We're actually in the car. We're busy driving my daughter back from hospital, so I stopped at the house on the way back to get into the Zoom meeting, and now Leon's driving so that we can get her home because she's just obviously just been discharged. So that's why it's stopped.
Well, from us to you, just thank you so much. I mean, that means the world to us. Thank you so much. And I can see you've been checked. You got your blue sticker.
Yes, yes, I've been checked. Yeah, and they're actually at the back of the car, and they're going to be doing BreakThrough at the end of the month, so it actually worked out perfectly for them to hear the feedback. But yeah, just from our side, it just I think I've come off it. Obviously, I'm feeling quite tired. I think also because of everything that was happening this week, but also just feeling very just love the process. Just love the softness of everybody, and just feeling very held, I think, which is really something that's been very special for me. So, and I just think the energy of the group has just been amazing, and people are just really flying, and it's so awesome to see how different people are feeling, and what's going on for everybody. I think it's just amazing. But for me personally, I've just been feeling sort of very, very quiet, which for me is actually something different. So yeah, so I've been feeling very quiet, very still, very just sort of sitting with the process at the moment. So yeah.
You did right. Sometimes we got to sit with the process, and especially when things have been jiggled up. And if you've gotten a little quieter, I know that Leon, I don't know if Leon can hear us, but Leon, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You got a little bit more peace in the house, a little bit quiet. You're welcome. You see, we do lots of service for relationships in many different ways.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I mean, I can share personal stories as well. So don't worry. There's many a times I sat dead still and quiet, probably for weeks, waiting for blocks to fall in my head, and wrestled with a lot of things. There's a lot of things which, that's jiggled me around a bit, and it shakes us. We come out stronger. We do. We actually realize how amazing and incredible we are.
It's maybe quiet, yes, but more of a little bit more like a settled feeling, if that makes sense. Because you've just obviously recently I've had a lot of anxiety and a lot of stuff going on, but I just feel very, very calm, which is great, which is really great. I think the weekend was amazing. I think, everything, all the processes were just exactly what they're meant to be. And we just absolutely love it. We can't wait to do the next step.
Everything is the next step, but that's amazing. Thank you. I did see some hands up. Of course, you've got some people that really want to chat to you, so I'm not going to interfere. But also, when Leon said that you're not available and unavailable, I'm glad that you made the time. So I'm going to hand it over. I don't know who was first between Natalie and
I
Andre.
actually think it was Natalie. Yeah.
Okay, Natalie, go first. There we go. Go.
Hi, Amanda. I don't have a question. I wanted to say that I think it's very brave for you to do this work again, knowing how hard it is to really get in touch with parts of us that we hide from the world. So it was really awesome to see that soft side of you, and to just really see you get in touch with that. And it's not the beginning, but it's the beginning of this. And I'm just so proud of you, and just keep going. Keep going. You can only get better from here. Mwah.
Thanks, Melanie.
Andrea, hit it.
Amanda, friend of 25 years. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to what I said to Leon. I mean, we in your lab, so we're very close, and you know, we tend to know what's going on in each other's lives, and you know, shit, man, I don't even know if like your breakthroughs landed yet. You know, it was just such a poignant moment in, you know, in this last session, and it was so special for me, you know, when I saw you just share what you had to share. And yeah, you got this, China. You've really got this. You know, you're a fighter. You're a fighter deep down. And just now you just got to choose what you're going to fight for. So yeah, support you all the way. Looking forward to like doing the next session with you and Leon. I mean, you're just beautiful, man. And just, yeah, fuck, I love you. What can I say?
Love you guys. Love you so much.
Well,
Thank you so much
so-
for the support and pushing us to do this, you know, or recommending it. Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing the rest of the family go through the journey. So, yeah, there should be at least one Smurdown representative for the next like 10 breakthroughs at least. I mean, your family is massive.
Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot of people coming to you. Don't worry.
The craziest part, I mean, I talk for myself, and Eagle's here with me. When you even find yourself facilitating a process, when I take myself way back, I didn't even think this stuff was worth anything. I didn't even want to do it. So from me to everyone on the call and just everyone out there, it's so commendable. Even once you've reached a level, go out and find another one. And so for me to everyone, and as we're speaking to Amanda now, just going to another level, or just looking in another dark corner and just looking inside of our own lives, and just know that there's lots more to do and there's lots more to see. And it really means a lot. It really means the world to us. So yeah, I mean, human beings are crazy. I've mentioned the story before. You don't see a whole lot of dogs sitting in a circle and talking about life and stuff and all that stuff. They just do their thing. So, you know, us as humans, we are a very interesting species. So yeah, Cary, are you out there and can you hear us, and are you ready to roll?
Hey,
The mic is off, her picture's
mic
on,
is on.
and we are good to go.
Woo!
Over to you.
Hey, Andrew and Igor and everybody. Really nice to be with you. Still been a bit of a crazy week. Was absolutely exhausted after the whole process. Before all of this, I watched a good friend of mine go through the process, and she's on the call, and I just want to say thank you to her. It's Roxanne, and putting me through this. And I've just been offered Chalice to be paid for by my dad, which is just so awesome. So he just like turned around and said to me, okay, I'll pay for your next level. I'm like, I said to my client, I almost had a flipping accident because I was driving, and he said, I'll just pay for your next level. I was like, whatever. This is so cool. It was amazing to come home on Saturday night because all I wanted to do was go and hug my dad, and I did. I asked Rox for support, and I invited her to come and also hug my dad, and eventually he melted and he just gave me a hug back. So that was really cool. So my mom didn't know what was going on, but she knew something was going on. Still a difficult one there, but never mind. It's all part of the process. So yeah.
Definitely part of the process. Did you expect that kind of change to happen? I mean, I know that everyone comes in with a particular idea.
Wow.
Oof. Yeah,
No,
wow.
I didn't. Hey, I didn't see it coming. Yeah, it was a big surprise to me that it shifted so much on Friday night, and then still hung around on the Saturday, and actually been in the workshop the whole of Saturday. I kind of had to wait to go and say hi to my dad and just say to him, okay, well, actually, I've dropped part of the stuff that I was hanging on to, and I can just be. And it's almost like I said to him, well, here's your daughter back. And I could proudly do that. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. Hey,
Mm,
well
mm,
done. Yeah, that is, jeez, just the way you put it. Like, here's your daughter back. Wow.
yeah, yeah.
It sounds like a lot of the dynamics within your family and in your relationships. It sounds like the process really had an impact on that.
It did. And I think it just lightened the load, which was cool. You know, it's fine that it took a 6x4 to get me there, but you know, universe has been knocking for a while, and I suppose it took what it took, and I just had to let go of what I was carrying, and it was time. So I look forward to the next level with you guys and going as far as I can go, and yeah.
Fantastic. That's awesome to hear, and look forward to seeing you on Chalice.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Very
Are
exciting.
you coming to Chalice next week?
Woo! Of course.
Wow. Okay. Surprise. All good.
I got the last seat.
So cool.
Hey,
Thanks,
actually, to be
guys.
honest, this next Chalice, we opened seats which we shouldn't have. So you guys are lucky. You guys are fortunate.
I know.
You're fortunate, Zania's without looking after you guys. Otherwise, if it was me, it'd be no. And everyone's got their hand up. Everyone wants to talk.
Yeah, everyone wants to
Everyone wants to talk.
So,
Okay,
yeah, so
let's
we'll
have
go-
the first one.
Yeah, we'll go in order. So Andre, hit it.
Everyone wants a piece of the beautiful Cary, you know. I mean, come on. How could we not? You know. I mean,
Thank
yeah,
you.
she's lots of feedback for you, but I'll keep it very short. It's difficult for me to not talk, so I'll keep it concise. First of all, what you just said about your dad, I had such a similar experience with my parents when I've done this kind of work, you know, and I basically just said I just apologized to my parents for being a cunt, you know, and just so open and honest, and just said I'm sorry for everything. I said that, they both just broke down in tears, you know, and it was just like, you're right. It was like they had their son back, you know, own will, and you know, pretty much everything was just gone, and now, I mean, some years later, my parents they're probably my best friends, to be honest. You know, my dad is my best friend now. So, and you couldn't ask for that, you know, for a better father-son relationship than that. So, yeah,
Awesome.
I so resonate with that. And don't you feel light?
Yes. Yes.
The parents,
It's like a relief, eh?
Like you tick that box and you're like, yes.
So Cary,
Hi.
what did you expect of the course? I mean, your friend went on it the previous month.
Yes.
What did you see a change in her, or what made you come to the course? Like, you know, like what was that? Did you see something different in her, or what made you make the decision to come?
Well, she invited me onto the call, onto one of these calls, and I just got so excited seeing everybody, and like I could see that there was change for a lot of the participants, and I could see there was growth and that people were grateful, they were appreciative and all of that stuff. And I think when I was offered the course, I was over the moon. For me, I'm also into energy work, and I think a part of me could really feel the change. I do a lot of sort of seeing what is there and what was there, and then what has changed and what is subtly changing. I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you. So would you say in this, 3-4 days,
Yeah.
30 odd hours, né?
Mm-hmm.
Would you see the change in you? Would you believe it was possible in such a short time to get so much more out of life? And did you get, obviously you got so much more out of life. I don't want to answer your question. I'm asking, did you get so much more out of life and in such a short period of time? Literally, if you take it 24 hours a day, it's like literally a little bit more than a day, you got so much.
Yeah. I know it is possible to just change that fast. I have had changes. I've also had aha moments, taken my power back, and you just reach another level, like we were saying, to level up, and it's your next turn, it's your next short left to just getting onto your road, finding that highway, finding maybe it's got less potholes on it or whatever, but yes, I'll have challenges, but I'll have this toolbox, and I'm going to keep it in the back of my bucky always. And whether I remember to use those tools is up to me.
Yeah.
So that's the next challenge, is to just remember those tools are there. So yeah.
Good stuff, man. And I'm so glad that you're coming and you come to do Chalice so quickly afterwards,
Well, I asked my being and I said, are you ready to do it? And my being said yes. So I said, okay, trust you, and let's just sign up. And then I got the offer and I was like, wow. Definitely looking to do it. If not now, then in the near future. So definitely was on my cards.
Yep. You know most what they say? When you
Yeah.
want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
Yeah, when you decide to join it. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you make the choice, the universe will support you all the way.
Yeah. And as you say, when you ask your being,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good place to be. And as I said before, we are strange creatures. We actually have an ability to have a conversation within ourselves and explore ourselves from it, even while we are in ourselves. It's like being able to read the label of the box when you're inside the box. And with an ability like that, we actually have no idea how far we can go. So I think it's spectacular. And yeah, so from us, if anyone's got anything else to say, share it now. Otherwise, from our side, I think everything is good. And also what we'd like to know is if anyone is still having trouble or if you need any more support, please reach out. We are not the only people that know everything. I mean, that's just the weird idea, but we do support each other and we can support. So yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. Anything on your side?
No, all good. I'm super stoked to see that everyone's doing great. Yeah,
we are
Thanks, guys.
looking forward to next week for Chalice, and Chalice does definitely take you to just a completely different level, and we see where this goes. Yeah, from us to you guys, I'd say thank you very much.
Before Breakthrough, my life was in a bit of a mess and everything was hard for me. I'm high and I'm high on life. Like, I can't explain to you what it feels like to live, actually, to like experience things the way I'm doing now.